So in this video, we're going to look at the lineup, a very useful exercise for honing your cue action and for getting much better at controlling the white ball and positional play. So you'll still see the professionals use an exercise like this all the time, just so that they're grooving their muscles and getting more and more used to just potting balls and getting that muscle memory absolutely honed. So I've got a basic lineup here. I've got 2 reds below the black, 5 reds in between the pink and black, 5 reds in between the pink and blue, and then 3 above the blue. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to put the camera in a better position so you can see an overhead view of the table, and then I'm going to talk through some of my thought patterns and exactly what I'm thinking about and some key things to consider when you're trying to attempt these exercises. Right, so I'm going to start this lineup here and I'm going to talk through some of the things that I'm thinking about then. So at the start of a lineup here, in terms of the reds, we've got quite a few options. So we've got lots of reds that we can play for, so we haven't got to be too precise in terms of our position. When we're playing on the colours, it's nice to leave little angles on the black so that we can just play on and off the cushion and manoeuvre the white around much easier. When you're playing on the pink, straight or little angles are always useful as well. I would say for this exercise, if you're a beginner, so if you're 20 break standard, I would say concentrate a little bit more around the pink and the blue spot. Try and get your breaks up a little bit more, get your cue control a little bit better, and try and get a better understanding of controlling the white. If you're 40 or 50 break standard, I would say concentrate a little bit more around the black spot area of the table. That's going to help you massively in your frames, just have a bit of a better understanding and feel more comfortable potting blacks off the spot, which is going to really help you scoring in proper frames. So this first shot, I'm going to pot this red, play a little stun shot down for the black, trying to leave myself a little high angle on the black so that I can get to these 2 awkward reds straight away. So I've just about left that high angle, and I can play a little screw shot now onto the top red, so the one directly below the black, and then play that into the corner. The reason I want to move these 2 reds below the black straight away is they're always going to be more difficult shots. So because they're below the black spot, the angle that you're potting those shots at, you've got less to aim for in the pocket, so they're always going to be a little bit trickier. So if I can move those out the way earlier on, it's going to make the break much easier. So little screw shot on this black, leaving myself a little high angle on that red. So I've got that little angle now, and I'm going to have to play it quite firm. I haven't got quite as much angle as I would have wanted, so I play it quite firm, on and off the cushion, leave myself a shot on the black. Make sure I commit to it enough and I don't finish too short on the black, otherwise it's going to be end of break straight away. So I committed to that shot there and got the white out nicely. Now I can play a little screw shot for any one of these 3 reds. So we're never trying to be too precise. We're trying to leave ourselves in an area where I've got choice of lots of reds. Don't just play for the bottom red or play for the top red. Leave yourself in areas where you've got lots of reds to play for. So I've left myself in a nice area there. And I can actually see that I've just left myself nicely on this red above the pink as well. So I'm perfectly on this one, got a shot at that one. But this one above the pink is a nice one to move because it's just going to allow me to free the pink spot a little bit more. As soon as I move this red and get on the pink's just that little bit more accessible and it's going to make the break that bit much easier again. So little screw shot onto the pink. So it's always about looking for opportunities like that in break building as well. As you're break building, and this happens a lot in real frames, you want to look for opportunities where, oh, I've landed on an awkward ball, let's move that one out the way while I've got the opportunity. So I just play the pink now, play a little run through and leave myself on all of the 3 reds above the black. So I'm nicely on this one that I'm straight on here, and I'm just going to play a little run through, try and leave myself high on the black, and then I can play for this last awkward red that's below the black spot there. So rolling through to be a little bit high on the black. So I've got that nice angle now. So I'm going to pop the black, bounce on and off the cushion, try and leave myself a little angle on the red as well. I don't want to leave myself on that red with no angle, because if I finish too straight, if I try to just screw directly onto it and finish too straight, it's going to be end of break again, very difficult, putting lots of power in, screwing on and off the cushion. So need to avoid that. So I'm going to pop the black, play on and off the cushion, leave myself a nice little angle on that red. So I've left the angle on that red there. It's probably slightly more angle than I would have liked, but I'm still just about okay. So I'm going to pop this red now and play a delicate screw shot onto the black. I'm not too concerned here about where I land on the black. I just need to make sure I concentrate on potting the red because it's difficult, and leave myself a nice shot on the black. So I've potted the red, and then I'm going to pot the black and come right back up into the middle of the table for choice of this red below the pink, this red, this red, this red. So just concentrate on the black again. So I'm on all the reds that we talked about there, and I'm actually going to play the red that's just below the pink, because again, it's just going to open the pink up nicely now, so I can comfortably pot it to all pockets with no congestion around the pink. So little run through, leave the pink in the opposite middle. Now I'm going to play a little stun shot down for these two reds, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I could run through and play for these reds here, but what I don't want to do at this stage now is start moving reds at the bottom of the table, then moving back up to the top, then back down to the bottom of the table. So I'm going to try and get rid of these two reds just above the black, and then I'll work my way up the table so that I'm not moving the white around too much. So a little stun shot down for those two reds. So nicely on this red here now. So I'm going to play a little screw shot onto the black, and then I can just play a little stun shot up for the other red then. So a nice little shot. And now what I need to make sure I do is make sure I get the white high enough up the table again here. So I'm a little bit straighter on the black than I would have liked. So it's very easy to just finish a bit low on this red. So make sure you commit to getting the white up high enough. And then even if you make a small mistake, you should still be on the red okay. So I'm nicely on the red like we thought there. So potting this red now, trying to leave myself a little high angle on the black so that I can just bounce on and off the cushion up for all four of these reds above the pink now. So I got that nice angle. Now I'm just going to play a punchy shot off the cushion up for all four of those reds. So you can see again, never trying to be too precise, just leaving yourself in areas where you've always got backups, and I'm on lots of reds. I didn't just play for the bottom red, I played into an area where I couldn't fail to be on a red. So I'm on this one, two down from the blue, so I'm just going to play that one and roll through for the blue. Don't have to be too precise here again in terms of position, because I've got reds above and below the blue at the moment, so I've got plenty of margin for error in terms of where I'm landing. So I've actually finished absolutely dead straight on the blue, which is quite a careless shot. So I'm just going to roll it through very slightly, and I should have these two reds into the corner, or this red here that passes the yellow into the corner. So just roll it through, whichever I land on best I'll play. So I'm actually nicely on all of them, but over here I can reach this shot a little bit more easily as a right-handed player. So I'm going to play this red two up from the pink, and then I can play a little stun shot over for the pink, and then play the pink and back to the other red. And that way, I'm working my way up the table again. So, let's pop this one here. So nicely on the pink. And I've just got the slightest of angles, so just punch it over to leave this red into the middle pocket here. So again, like I say, I'm trying to work my way. I don't want to keep moving the white back down and up the table, so I'm trying to move the reds up as I go along here. So nicely on the red here. And now I'm going to run through for the blue again, leave myself anywhere on that blue. Don't have to be too precise again because I've got a red below the blue and reds above the blue. So I've had a massive kick there, rolling the red through, which has left me quite a bit out of position now. So it didn't roll through enough and I'm not nicely on the blue. So I'm going to have to play a recovery pink now. So if I pop this pink, naturally it looks like it should come off the two cushions and back up somewhere for one of these reds. So a bit unfortunate there that I've had a kick, but as long as I pop this recovery pink now, I should finish nicely on a red again. So I can just about reach it. So you can see that I have just about managed to pop the pink there. So now I'm just going to play this red, little stun shot over to here to leave the pink. So I've just finished the wrong side of this red to get onto the blue, but I'm happy that I've managed to play that recovery shot after having the kick. So if I pop this red now and just play a little stun shot down to here, try and leave myself an easy pink. So I've got that little angle I wanted on the pink, and I'm just going to play shot up here now, punch it up for all three of these reds, trying to make sure I get up the table enough. So just about got up enough there. Now I'm going to pop this red on and off the side cushion because I can't hold for the blue, and leave myself nicely on a bought colour. So a nice little angle on the brown, a little bit straighter than I would have liked, but I can pop this brown, punch it down for the two reds again here now. So just about on this red here. I'm actually going to play the top red of the two. If I play this bottom red, I was looking at whether I could hold for the blue, but it looks as though it's slightly too much angle for me to comfortably hold for the blue. So I'm going to play it, and I'm going to, so if I was to play it, sorry, I would potentially come a little bit too low on the blue, and then it's difficult to get to the last red. So if I play this red, I can just play a little screw shot up for green or yellow, and then get down to the other red in the middle of the table. So nicely on the green now to just stun off the cushion for that last red. I've got a nice little angle now to just roll through very slightly, leave myself low on the blue to get back up for the yellow. And I'll finish perfectly on the blue there. And now we're just looking at making a nice colours clearance. So I'm going to play a little stun shot up for the yellow and then try and clear the colours as you normally would. So nicely on the yellow there. Little screw back for the green. Nicely on the green. off the cushion for the brown. Again, brown to blue, off the cushion for the blue. Perfectly on the blue, just rolling the blue in for the pink. And then nicely on the pink as well, little roll through shot for the black. And then no need for position on the black, so just rolling the black into the corner. So there we go, a very, very useful exercise that even the professionals still practice regularly. So, as I say, if you're a bit of a beginner, focus a little bit more around the pink and the blue spot area because you're just keeping the white in the middle of the table that way. If your standard is around the 40 or the 50 break mark, then you can focus a little bit more on the black ball area, as that's where you're going to do a lot of your scoring in real frames. So with the lineup, you can set yourself all different kinds of challenges. So you can set yourself challenges that you try to make your first 50 break, then you can try and make your first 70 break, try and make your first 100 break, then you can try and make your first total clearance, and then people even move on to trying to make 147s in the lineup. Then there's even all kinds of things after that, like trying to take all of the reds in order. So there's lots and lots of things. It's a very versatile exercise, but as I've said, it's very, very useful for honing your cue action, learning about controlling the white better, and just improving your game overall. So if you enjoyed this video, please give the video a like, and if you want to see more instructional tutorials just like this one, then please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Cheers.